The last one I'm gonna go over. This is typically what a lot of women do. Most women do. Most healthy women do. This strategy is the one and done strategy. This is where they find a guy. This is where they find a guy that they like. They find a guy that they're interested in. They find a guy who's promising, who has potential, and they just go ahead and lock him in or try to lock him in. They give him all the sex. They give him all the goods, and they just sleep with that guy. Even if that guy don't commit to them yet, even if that guy, even if that guy doesn't get with them immediately, they focus all of their eggs. They put all of their eggs into this guy. A lot of women don't. A woman who's not a hoe does not like sleeping with multiple men. She don't like sleeping with more than one guy at the same time. And so what she do, she'll find the best guy that she can and just latch on to him and do everything that she can to make that work out and to get a committed situation ship or committed relationship from that guy. Now, a lot of women don't know how to do that. A lot of women don't know how to provide value. So what you see a lot of the times is women like that becoming bitter and damaged because they latching on to guys a year here, 18 months here, go nowhere, 12 months here, go nowhere. They're not out being hoes, but the guy who they putting their everything into don't work out after a year, because they couldn't get him on the hook or whatever. And sometimes women like this be having babies. So they'll get with a guy that seems promising after a month, a year, seems like it's going somewhere. They get in their feelings, emotions take over. They have a baby. It don't work out. Now they got a kid. It's not like they was out here at the club slanging pussy and just met some guy in the club. They was in a relationship, but it just didn't work out because they either A, don't know how to pick a man, or B, don't know how to keep a man. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of women do not like sleeping with more than women. I'm not going to even say a lot of women. Women who are healthy and sane don't like sleeping with more than one guy at a time. They don't like talking to more than one guy at a time. So they just focus on one, find the one that they like, and when they like him, they go in. They pour their all into it. This is the typical standard strategy that a lot of women use, most healthy women use. Now, if they don't catch and they keep going through this cycle, they end up becoming jaded and bitter, and they develop strategies like gold digging or trick trapping or sucker shopping and things like that. So with a woman like this, I'm not going to say that they're hard to find or hard to spot because they're everywhere. What I'm saying is a woman like this typically don't have like a makeup, or they don't have like a physical profile that you could profile, because they come in all shapes, races, forms, sizes, ethnic groups, ethnic backgrounds. It's typically the healthier the woman, this is how she operates. Find a guy, get into a relationship, boom. Because women have needs too. They want to fuck too, but they don't want, women like this, healthy women, they got needs too. They want to fuck. They want to be sexual, but they don't feel comfortable giving that part of them to everybody. That's why you see women, a lot of the times you'll see women like that stay with dog ass dudes for years. You see what I'm saying? Because they done poured, and then once they done poured everything in, it's hard to let go once she done poured everything into a guy. Once she done been, investing in a guy and making her life about him, it's hard to let go. You see, this is why guys can get away with stuff like having multiple women and shit like that, because of these types of women that pour into you, but they don't want to let you go because they don't want to add to the body count. They don't want to be hoes. They don't want to be giving their energy all over the place. So they typically settle with the guy. Now, if they get lucky, or if they smart, or if they know what they're doing, they get a good guy, and that works out for both of them, and they have a nice, healthy family. But a lot of the times it don't really be working out. And that's how a lot of chicks be getting their bodies. This how a lot of if you got a chick that's mid-30s, let's say she 30-some years old, and she got 7 to 8 to 10 bodies, she's a one and done chick. She's typically a one and done chick. Been in relationships since she was 17. 2 years here, it don't work out. 2.5 years here, it don't work out. A year here, it don't work out. She just be in relationships. They call them, they'll say, like, when you talking to them, she say, I'm a relationship type of girl. I'm a type of woman that I like to be in relationships. They don't really They don't really be on the scene long. They don't really be like, these are the type of women who, when you meet them, they not like, oh, I've been single for a year, because they've been out fucking around and just wanting to do them. They like to be in relationships. So when you meet them, like when y'all broke up, the longest you'll see is 6 months, 5, 6 months. You see what I'm saying? Now, you got to be careful. You don't want to get with no woman who just broke up with her dude a month ago. You want to give it some time, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months or something like that. But what I'm saying is, you typically, when you meet women like this that say, oh, I'm the relationship type of girl, you typically don't see them being single. They ain't going to tell you I've been single for 2 years. Now, when you talking to them and getting to know them, you can sleep with them fast, but you kind of got to give off boyfriend energy. And I could teach you how to do that in Seduction Mastery, how to give off boyfriend energy, but not in a way to where it'll make you look weak. To sleep with the relationship type of girl, if you like some fuck boy player, they not gonna fuck with you. If you give off them player vibes, a woman like that ain't gonna fuck with you. She not gonna fuck you, no nothing, because she don't like that type of shit. So guys think that, oh, I'm gonna just act super player, I'm gonna act this and this and that. You'll attract women like that. You'll attract some women, but this type of woman is gonna run her away, because she don't want to give her body to a guy like that. So in order to sleep with them, especially quicker, you have to not be weak and simpy, but you have to give off the impression. You have to be emotionally available, or appear to be emotionally available, and you got to kind of give off boyfriend vibes a little bit. See, that's a part of the game that got these guys don't teach you, because they only know the black and white surface level shit. So they say, oh, if you give off boyfriend vibes, a woman ain't gonna fuck with you, she gonna get turned off. No, if you give off boyfriend vibes to a hoe, or to a woman who a gold digger, or to a woman who just want to have fun, or whatever the case may be, or a woman who's not don't like to be emotionally dependent on, then it'll turn those type of women off. But these type of women, you're going to need a little bit of that boyfriend vibe shit, so they can see, okay, this has the potential to go somewhere. I can give my body to him. And it don't take 50 dates. You can do this in an hour on an hour type of phone type conversation, really. But I teach you how to do all that in my Seduction Mastery course. But yeah, that's the one and done woman. The one and done. The relationship. She says, I'm the relationship girl. I call it the one and done strategy. They get a guy and they go balls to the walls to try to make a relationship work with that guy. A lot of times it don't work. Sometimes it do. And that's when you see the happy families with the couples and the kids and, loving on each other. That looks healthy. It's a woman like that. So, and a man who was ready for something like that.